Yo, Brent, what's up, dude? Hey, Base Guru, nice job snagging first. Dan, you were too slow. I mean, hi. What's up, man? Good to see you. Okay, just continuing to get everything set up. I think everything else is good to go. All right, let's go up here. Sweet. Okay, let's not delay any further. Good morning, happy Thursday. Man, it's already Thursday. How are we doing today? Good to see you all in chat. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining on YouTube, wherever you're watching from. YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, wherever. You know, appreciate you being here. Sujon, welcome. Kamal, what's up? Yeah, PTL, dude, praise the Lord. I'm so glad it's Thursday. The weekend is one step closer. I'm looking forward to this weekend. It doesn't look like we have a lot on our plate, but it is Mother's Day weekend, so, you know, don't forget. Starting Power World Journey today, taking a break from Overwatch. Watch this space. Let's go, dude. Let's go. So yesterday, Nintendo decided to have a little Nintendo Direct that was shadow dropped. A flipping busy weekend. Ah, dude, you gotta tell me about it. It's not Mother's Day here this weekend. Oh, that's because, you know, we live in a real country, Dan. Oh my gosh. Welcome in, though. Good to see everybody in chat. If you haven't already, hit that like button on whatever YouTube stream you're on, or Rumble. And on TikTok, you know, just spam it. That's fine too. But I appreciate you guys being here. Oh my gosh. Love from India. Nice, man. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for hitting the subscriber button. We're just trying to get the watch time up. If you can see the watch time goal, we're a little over halfway. We're a little under halfway, almost halfway to our 3K public watch hours. So you guys being on YouTube is a massive help. Thank you for doing that. But yeah, so Nintendo decided to do a little reveal yesterday for a little known game called StarFox. So we're gonna watch that direct together. It's about 16 minutes. I caught the first like 5, but I had to leave. I didn't know what was happening. And then we'll go through a couple of the other news articles that I found from yesterday that would be worth talking about. So without further ado, let's just jump in into news mode and hit up this whole direct. It's about 16 minutes, 17 minutes.
Hello everyone, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto. Last month, we released the Super Mario Galaxy movie, which was enjoyed by many people around the world.
Daniel, good to see you. Stranger from Heaven event was better. Was it?
Theaters, thank you very much. The movie features a certain character who isn't part of the Super Mario series. Why
is a princess trying to go to the most dangerous place in the galaxy.
Who are you?
Don't ask me personal questions.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't.
Fox McCloud!
I love this characterization of Fox.
Legendary StarFox team! I only care about three things: keeping the Lilat system safe, fighting with my buds, and doing extremely dangerous barrel rolls. Let's go! Then one day, my warp drive exploded. Blew a giant hole in the fabric of space and time, and I got sucked into a different universe. That's what I get for making a frog my engineer. Now I roam the galaxy, trying to find a way home. Doing good when the price is right. Oh, I also have cool space boots.
Now that's the backstory of the guy who's going to take us to the space junk galaxy.
And
That's right.
now my
Main
channel is
character
going to
from
get
the
copyright
StarFox
struck.
series, Fox McCloud makes an appearance. Now, Fox and his wingmen return in their own Nintendo Switch 2 game. This game is called StarFox.
Shock.
And now, I'll pass it over to Koizumi-san. Koizumi-san.
Hello, everyone. I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi. From here on, I will be your host for this presentation. StarFox is based on the Nintendo 64 game StarFox 64, but the visuals have been completely updated.
I was a little bummed to find out it was a
The
remake
game have also been redesigned.
and not an all-new adventure.
All right, let's take a look.
Giving big Star Wars vibes here. Right. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. I hope this one sells really well. And I really like the way the R-Wings look. Like the ships look great. But the ultra realistic characters, I don't know if I'm sold on just yet.
G-Diffuser systems check. Sound off, team.
Slippy here. So far, so good.
This is Peppy. All systems go.
Falco here. G-Diffuser seems fine. Let's go already. Enemy targets up ahead. Let's rock and roll.
Fox design isn't great. I mean, it's fine. It's just
What you're seeing is footage of the game in action. While stage layouts have been kept the same, the visuals have received a
it does look fantastic though. Like
Slippy, stay in formation.
banter between characters is also back.
Now you've done it, Slippy. Bogey on your tail.
like I've wanted a Star Fox to look like this. I wish it was an all new adventure.
Hey there, General. You seem a little on edge. But as it happens, my team's
This is Fox McCloud, leader of the StarFox mercenary squad.
Prep the R-Wings. We've got a job to do, StarFox. We're gonna take the system back from Andross, one planet at a time.
Falco Lombardi is their ace pilot and Fox's rival.
Sounds perfect. There's no way Andross would expect us to launch an assault there. You up for another challenge, Fox?
Scans are showing unidentified energy emanating from within.
StarFox 64 like 4 to 6 hours long. This isn't anything new. It's a longer cutscenes. We're paying $60 for a 5-hour game. Yeah, but you know we'll happily do it.
Warp channel? Did you see the distortions?
I like that they've added cutscenes,
And Peppy
and the challenge mode's kind of nice.
and veteran pilot.
It's into enemy space. Just this. Hit 'em quick and hit 'em hard.
The fate of the Lilat system rests squarely on their shoulders. The R-Wing is a high-performance aerospace fighter piloted by Fox and his crew. It's equipped with a laser.
You gonna skip it? Yeah, I could understand.
Charged shots.
I'm gonna pick it up. I'm just really excited.
Bombs that cover a wide area.
I want to play it again.
Break. Boost. Do a barrel roll to repel enemy fire. And even somersault. Besides the R-Wing, an agile ground assault vehicle called the Landmaster. And a modified exploratory submersible called the Blue Marine can also be piloted.
Like, okay, you're destroying ships, but then when you're underwater, you're just killing sea creatures.
The campaign will take you to diverse planets as you seek out the enemy's stronghold to restore peace in the Lilat system. Corneria is a planet teeming with life and the beating heart of the system. Ficina is a frozen planet with most of its surface covered in ice and snow.
Get your own target, Fox.
Solar is the Lilat system's scorching hot second star. And Zoness is a deserted, polluted ocean planet that was stripped of.
Like, it just looks really cool.
Cool your jets, cat.
I'm just kind of taking in the visuals, you know.
To navigate.
Persistent laser tech.
It's kind of what, like, it kind of feels like what Assault should have been, you know.
From planet surfaces to outer space, a variety of stages await.
In case you aren't familiar, StarFox Assault was the second Star Fox on GameCube. It was more of a return to this, but they added a bunch of extra stuff that just was like, eh, okay.
We did. All units, disengage.
Depending on the objectives you complete, the number of enemies shot down, and other factors, the route you take through the system may change. Replay stages with a different approach to find ways through that are off the beaten path.
You'd better be right about this, Falco.
I say we trust Falco's instincts.
You worry about your own.
Plenty of new cutscenes have also been added. These include never-before-seen mission briefings between stages, allowing you to learn more about the characters and the StarFox universe.
Fall in, team. How are we doing?
You can choose between easy, normal, and expert difficulty settings. When playing on easy difficulty, your shield gauge will be longer, and your lasers will remain powered up, making it ideal for novice pilots. In
challenge mode would be kind of fun.
Stages you've already cleared.
I wonder what they unlock though. Like they haven't talked about it.
New challenges to each mission.
Like just completing all the challenges unlock anything additional in the game.
Defend the Allied fleet. Don't let any of them pass us.
Break through. We'll find out who's coordinating this attack.
Take on these challenges on either normal or expert difficulty. Battle mode puts you in 4 versus 4 dogfights. Players are split between Team StarFox and Team StarWolf. Then compete to earn the most.
Yeah, there's no reward I wouldn't try. I know, I agree. Like I don't care about like just completing the challenge. I'd like to know if it unlocks literally anything. Is it an extra cutscene? Is it, you know, is it more characters in multiplayer? Like what would it be?
The satellite towers on Corneria. Collect as many energy crystals as you can while dodging meteorites on Ficina. Or retrieve cargo from space pirates and take it to your base in Sector Y.
StarFox completed the objective.
You can create private matches with your friends online. Or match up with
They have all those little titles and things. That looks customizable. Actually, hold on.
Join team battles.
That's probably what these challenges unlock. Look at this. William here has this different background than Haruka. And so, yeah, it's probably what the challenges are for. Eh.
Or match up with random players from around the world, making for a variety of ways to join team battles. Plus, if one person has the game, up to 4.
I think this is neat. The game share feature on Switch 2 is really slick.
Or online using game share via game chat. holding your Joy-Con 2 controller like a mouse, you can seamlessly swap to mouse-controlled targeting for intuitive aiming and steering.
Slippy, stay in formation.
I don't like that it's used for steering and aiming.
Now you've done it, Slippy. Bogey on your tail.
By sharing one of the Joy-Con 2 controllers with a second player, you can split pilot and gunner duties in co-op.
I know, Game Share was GBA, I remember. And the original DS had some of it too. With the download and play, or download station, or whatever they called it.
I'll target the lights on the left. You guys go right.
It's a trap. Take him down. Don't crawl back under your rock. A swarm of lowly flies. Get ready, team. We're approaching Venom.
This looks good though. I know it's a remake, and I am a little bummed. Like I said, I'm not gonna pretend like I'm as excited as I would be if it were an all new game, but I'll take it.
Saw, Fox and Company have a more animal-like design in this game. Reborn exclusively for the Nintendo Switch 2 system, StarFox launches June 25th.
I do like that the release date isn't too far away.
By the way, this game also supports character avatars, which let you change your face in game chat to look like a character. Like this. How do I look? It doesn't just capture your head movement. But your mouth movement? Blinks. And your eyebrow movement as well.
I just think it's really funny. This guy is just standing in front of the camera making faces.
When using character avatars to look like a StarFox character, friends playing other games can also see your new look. This game also supports the Nintendo 64 controller. Those who played the Nintendo 64 version can enjoy controls that feel even closer to the original. Since its debut on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, the StarFox series has had a long legacy on Nintendo platforms. Along that journey,
I can't believe they acknowledged StarFox Adventures.
And join the battle in the Super Smash Bros. Series. We're grateful that you've
But they don't show Assault?
series for more than 30 years. If you've never experienced the series before, we hope you'll give StarFox a try. Finally, we'll finish this presentation by sharing the game's prologue, which depicts a past battle involving James McCloud, father of the protagonist Fox. Thank you very much.
June 25th, Rocket, is the release date. Also, it will be cheaper digitally than physically.
Come in, StarFox. This is Corneria Defense Force Headquarters. Do you read?
Loud and clear. James McCloud here, General. StarFox is on approach to Venom. No indications yet of any suspicious activity. We'll let you know what we find.
Proceed with caution. You're the first to set eyes on that place in years.
So you're out of country at that time? Ooh, fun. I will be on vacation as well, but I'm going to probably pre-order it. So it'll load up wherever I'm at. I should have decent internet.
Jamming long-range comms. Stay sharp, team.
Are you seeing this, James? According to my instruments, the atmosphere is highly toxic.
And we're doing this job for next to nothing? We're supposed to be mercs, not chumps.
There's more at stake here than our bottom line, Pigma.
Yeah, sure.
General Pepper says his
Dang old Pigma. Look.
Signs of activity on Venom's surface. He's concerned it has something to do with Dr. Andros.
It's been years since
Yes, he named his son Fox. He's not very creative.
All the more reason to figure out what's going on. Dr. Andros made mistakes, and he paid the price for them. But whatever else he is a genius. Maybe he found a way to survive.
Our leader. Such a bleeding heart.
Where'd they come
Defensive formation. Pragma, where are you going?
It's like you told me. I'm getting into formation.
You two-timing swine!
What a jerk.
What can I say? My new boss pays better. Corneria must suffer. Death to all who stand in the way of my vengeance.
Was that Dr. Andros?
Don't let them escape!
I can't shake him.
Hey, Peppy!
I mean, this would just be a good movie.
James!
Peppy, are you there? Come in, Peppy. Do you read me? I'm losing altitude. Peppy, you need to get out of here. Warn the general.
Not without you, James.
Does it not have an eject? I mean, the atmosphere is toxic, but there's got to be like a safety somewhere.
Peppy, keep an eye on Fox.
But he did name his son Fox. Epic. You know, it's kind of funny. They shadow dropped this whole direct, which is insane. But then they didn't like announce anything else with it. There's no amiibos that we know about. There's no nothing. You know, it's just, hey, it's StarFox 64. So the fact that they are charging as much as they are for this game, it is kind of a hard sell for some people, I'm sure. But it does look good. I'm definitely picking it up. I love it. I will play it. I will enjoy it. I don't know if anybody else in my house will play it with me, but I will enjoy it. It looks good. But all right, well, let's move on from that because that looks great. I do want it. There's not much more I can say really that I haven't already said. So let's jump into some Xbox news and a few other articles we have for today. So new Xbox boot up sound revealed by CEO. So not content to just keep announcing things or to slow down announcing things. Asha Sharma has revealed a new boot up sound for Xbox consoles, which should arrive next week. Since the arrival of the new CEO, we've seen all kinds of changes at Xbox, including reducing the price of Game Pass, revealing new tiers, and much more. The latest change has been made to match the brand new Xbox logo. However, the new sound feels awfully similar to the previous iteration. So let's see. Is there just a link to the boot up itself? Because that's what I'm going to share. That's what we're going to talk about. We're not going to talk about much else. Next Wednesday, Xbox's boot up sound will be this. I guess, you know, it's got the green logo. It looks cool. I really do like this new logo. I feel like this is where they were moving anyway, but I'm glad they brought back the green accent instead of just the white or black Xbox croissant. Oh, whoops. Oh man, I forgot I was in the wrong screen. Thank you. Here I am just chit-chatting away. So that's our new logo, our new boot up sequence for the Xbox. Like I said, nothing super special, except this new logo does look good. But you can't tell me that they did this in like the first 2 months she's been CEO. This is something they've been working on. You know, the boot up sequence. I don't know. Is this going to be the Helix boot up sequence as well? Maybe. It'll definitely involve this logo some kind of way. But in Asha we trust. I just think a lot of this is just the results of the, again, Mark has said it over at Signal and Noise. It's low-hanging fruit that they were just, it's stuff they can get done quickly to make it look like they're making changes and progress and bringing things back to, you know, I appreciate the transparency. I really do, because when a company starts getting quiet, it's one of two things. They're cooking and they need to be left alone, or the ship is sinking and they just cannot talk about it. And it really felt like, specifically with Xbox, things were going downhill fast, and every time they opened their mouth, they ended up putting their own foot in it. So it's like, now it's like, okay, they're making a lot of rapid changes, and it looks good. It looks like things are going on, but this had to have been like just coming a long time. So I don't know. It's cool to see change, though. I'm not opposed to change. Sometimes it can be scary, but we'll see. We'll see how this looks next week on our own consoles, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how quickly that update's going to roll out. But anyway. All right. Well, while we're talking about Xbox, Halo Studios report claims the Xbox Studios actively developing Halo Next, with fresh details on the Endless, the Flood, and Joseph Staten's original plans. So details of Halo Studios' next campaign are reportedly surfacing. This comes from Windows Central. I'm sure he needs no introduction at this point, but a new report from Mr. Rebs over at Rebs Gaming. We have some new details regarding what's next for Halo's campaign. According to the report, the project is reportedly being internally referred to as Halo Next. Sorry, it's some of the structure of these sentences like kills me. You can tell they're in a rush. Which we know exists thanks to a job listing posted by Halo Studios for a new narrative design director. Before jumping into the full details on that, Mr. Rebs also shared information regarding what writer Joseph Staten reportedly wanted for what he referred to as Campaign Next, a sequel to Halo Infinite that was reportedly in development before the 2023 layoffs. According to the report, Staten's vision for Halo's future did not include the Flood, or at least not right away, which may disappoint some longtime fans. I will, before we jump into everything, give a fair spoiler warning, as Halo Infinite's ending will be discussed alongside some slight details regarding Halo Edge of Dawn. So if you wish to avoid spoilers, you've been warned. I'm assuming Edge of Dawn is a book. We don't read books. Books are for nerds. No, I'm just kidding. As many fans know, the Flood played an integral role in the original Halo trilogy, essentially serving as Halo's version of zombies, albeit on a much more terrifying scale. In the report, Mr. Rebs also recaps the ending of Halo Infinite, explaining that the role of the Endless, who were teased as the franchise's next major threat after being released at the end of the game. In the new narrative design director job listing, Halo Studios directly references Halo Next while mentioning a campaign experience, with Mr. Rebs claiming the studio is actively developing the next mainline Halo campaign. I just realized the music was like gone and it started to bother me. While also mentioning a campaign experience, let's see, Mr. Rebs claims the studio is actively developing the next mainline Halo campaign. However, it remains unclear whether Halo Studios will stick with plans surrounding the Endless, especially since Halo Edge of Dawn, which takes place directly after Infinite, appears to help set up the next game while also heavily involving the Flood. As a lifelong Halo fan myself, I just want Halo Studios to release a good, polished, and finished game, something we rarely seem to get these days. Based on details showed here, I'd personally love to see the Flood return in some capacity, but I also understand that the franchise needs to move forward, and the Endless could help push Halo in a new direction without Halo Studios simply relying on nostalgia. Well, the interesting thing about the Halo fan base is they are purely nostalgia fueled and hate everything new and different. So if you bring back the Flood, that's exactly what they'll want. You know, like that's it. They think the last game was the best one, and the new one is going to be terrible. In the case of the remake for Campaign Evolved, it's amazing because it's the first game and that's the best one, and nobody argues that it's the best one until the Halo 2 remake comes out, in which case that'll be the best one, and Halo 1 will just be trash and have all sorts of issues. Like it's just the Halo cycle all over, you know. Anyway, I called out an entire fan base. They're not all bad. I like the Halo series. I used to love it. It used to be one of my favorite series to play through, but with 5 and Infinite, there's a lot of missteps that bummed me out, and so I ended up not liking it as much. So I'll leave that there. But if they're bringing back stuff from like other parts of the story, that's great. There's a lot of narratives that they've explored in the books that would be nice to see visually in the games side of things. I just need them to get away from telling major plot points in the books. Like, don't give me some kind of summary at the beginning of the game that's like, well, if I read the book, I'd know what's going on. It's like, no, let the game be a self-contained narrative that the books support and supplement, but stop giving like the didact in Halo 4 doesn't, like, he leaves at the end of Halo 4 and you go to Halo 5 and you're like, well, what happened? You have to read the books. That's what happened. I think that's trash. Like, that makes zero sense from just a gamer perspective. So I need them to get away from doing that level of like the multimedia approach to Halo. Like, let the books be supplemental and not be major, like, integral parts of the plot. Please, Halo Studios, stop doing it. It sucks. But anyway, I don't know. We'll look and see. We'll probably have to wait a while before we see anything on Halo next. I could be wrong. It could be Summer Games Fest. They'll show something. It's really up in the air. All right, well, let's jump to our next thing. Final Fantasy VII Remake. Part 3 director open to explore DLC possibilities. So the director of the Final Fantasy VII Remake series has stated that he isn't against the idea of DLC for Part 3. Remake Part 3 is a game that many players have been waiting for, especially since the first two installments appeared on Nintendo and Xbox platforms. It seems the fans might be more excited about this entry as a DLC hasn't been ruled out. Remake Part 3 DLC is a possibility if there's enough interest. What would this DLC even be? Why are we talking about DLC for a game that doesn't exist yet? Like, we don't know what this game is. It's being worked on actively, and we're talking about DLC. What is the DLC? So, director Naoki Hamaguchi discussed DLC possibilities, first explained why they didn't release a DLC for the previous game, stating they had considered the possibility of developing a story DLC right up until immediately before the project officially moved into the planning phase. They ended up not going ahead with the idea as they wanted to work on the third installment in parallel to help with the release plans and quality of the third game. The main goal of the devs was to deliver the third entry to fans as quickly as possible at a level of polish they would find satisfying. At the same time, Remake Part 3 could get DLC, as Naoki Yamaguchi stated that it depends on how strongly fans continue to support Final Fantasy VII as both a title and a franchise. If the demand is enough, the team is open to exploring those possibilities proactively. I don't understand. I'm guessing it's something to do with the way Remake had integrated the DLC with Yuffie, and I don't know what else went on in there because I have yet to play Remake. But it's on the radar and it's in my backlog of things I need to play. But I guess because Rebirth didn't have a post-game DLC, they might do it for Remake Part 3, whatever it ends up being called. But yeah, more Final Fantasy is a pro. Yes, I agree. You know, looking forward to it. Looking forward to see how the third part looks and plays. It's gonna be very interesting. Return is the rumored name. Interesting. It's got to be a something. Final Fantasy VII refund. Oh man, I don't know. All right, well, interestingly enough, like, if they do a post-game DLC, that'd be cool, I guess, but we haven't even gotten to the third part, so yeehaw. All right, let's talk about Nintendo being pressured to raise Switch 2 prices. Yuck. The Switch 2 is $450, but there are some who want the price to be even higher. In a new report from Bloomberg, investors in the company are worried that the latest Nintendo console is deeply unprofitable. This comes while global component prices continue to rise due to AI and data centers. It's also despite the fact that the Switch 2 is selling faster than not only the original version, but any other home games machine in history. But why a push to increase prices? In a word, stonks. Over the past 6 months, Nintendo stock prices have fallen 45%. Stock prices rose quickly around the launch of the Switch 2, but have fallen back to around the mean that they had been for the last 5 years. There is worry from investors that the rising costs will simply cut into the profits. Mind you, the Switch 2 has sold over 17 million units as of December 31st, 2025, and the company reported a year-over-year net profit increase of 51.3% year-over-year. You said that twice. Will Nintendo raise the Switch 2 price? Well, the idea of a price increase for the Switch 2 isn't new. Nintendo President Shintaro Furukawa has recently said that the company will carefully consider the matter while taking a comprehensive look at the state of adoption of the platform, current sales trends, cost, profitability, market environment, and other factors. Basically meaning, hey, if it's not selling, we reduce the price or bundle in games to move systems. If it's selling really fast, maybe we don't change anything. Maybe we look at a price increase some months down the line, but not immediately, because then people will stop buying it all of a sudden. That said, Nintendo doesn't think the increase in component and production costs will have a major impact on its financial performance. That belief will be put to the test when Nintendo announces its year-end earnings for fiscal year 26. It's expected that Furukawa will be asked to address pricing for the console and whether anything has changed. If it goes up, it goes up. It's going to be par for the course for the rest of this generation. I really hope it doesn't increase, because that'll definitely cool sales down quite a bit until the holidays. I would rather them find more creative ways to increase the price by doing pack-in games or something else that makes it more justifiable to spend $500 or $600 on something like the Switch 2. We have the PS4 Pro sitting at $900 retail, and it wasn't always that way, but they were more than happy to do it. It's just like gaming is getting expensive, and it already was kind of expensive to begin with, but now it's getting to the point where it's I don't want to spend that much money on a piece of hardware that I may not use all the way. I may not use much. All right, well, let's talk about Star Wars. We had Star Wars Day recently. StarWars Fate of the Old Republic attracts more ex-BioWare and KOTOR talent to the team, which is really good because, this is supposed to be inspired by or continued spiritual successor to the Old Republic games. Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic might be the most exciting new Star Wars game on the horizon, and while we're not expecting it anytime soon, Director Casey Hudson has promised it'll be out before 2030. It appears newly founded developer Arcanaut Studios is bulking up fast. In early March, we learned that Ubisoft veteran Pascal Blanche had joined the project as a studio art director, and now the Arcanauts website has been updated with profiles of the key creatives making the new Star Wars RPG. Arcanauts Chief Technology Officer is Ryan Hoyle, who worked on Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic and the original Mass Effect games. The production and performance director is Caroline Livingstone, who was also at BioWare on Neverwinter Nights, KOTOR, Mass Effect, and Dragon Age. Melanie Faulkner is serving as the director of external development, as she worked on Mass Effect 3 and the second and third Dragon Age installments. Basically, what it's sounding like is a bunch of people familiar with this type of game, this particular Star Wars story, are coming back and having influence either over the development side of things or the game itself, and that's cool. Good for them. All right, and the last news article I have: Capcom marks 2 million sales of Pragmata with another drawing by Diana. 2 million units. Thank you. This is cool because this game is selling really well, and it's a brand new IP from Capcom. I really hope this is just signs that they should keep making this game a series. I don't know if I want a bunch of them, but it does seem like this is the kind of game that would do well with at least one good sequel, maybe two, depending on how good the second one is. And I thought that was kind of cool. I'm not even going to read the article though. Just congrats to the team for hitting that 2 million mark for sales. It's really tough for new IP to get off the ground here. And that's all I got for game news. So I'm sorry if that was kind of quick. We only went through the StarFox Direct because that was worth doing, and a couple of articles here and there. Xbox dev update today showing us more about Project Helix. Yes, that is happening today. I need to see what time that is happening. My local time. See, dev.xbox.com, I think is what it was. Maybe it's xbox.dev.com. I was there earlier. Xbox developer site. That's not it. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. They're saying it's a repeat of the GDC talk, which we got a lot of info from. But I'll keep an eye on. I may not be able to live react to it though. Let's see. It says it'll recap stuff from GDC and expand on some other stuff. It's all about the software side, but that's like super important, right? Like we should be able to get some good info from that. That'll happen today at 12 Eastern. Crap. That's right in my meeting time at work. Seriously. Why? Oh, that's so annoying. All right, I'll keep an eye on it. I'll have it pulled up. I just may not be able to. I'm not gonna be able to live react to it. I've got to be on this meeting. It's an update meeting on status. I may watch it and make a video on what went on, just recapping the event. Hopefully we get some good news though. I would like to think so. Anyway. All right, guys. Well, that's where I've got to leave you all today. I've got to get to work. I've also got to make a couple of phone calls before my meeting. So let's find a raidable person this morning. I think Lano is going to react to that Project Helix reveal. I don't think it's a Project Helix reveal, but I do want to see, just in case they're like, here's the hardware or whatever, you know, I do want to hear the dev side of it. Just being casually interested. Stranger in Heaven. It did. Okay, so the game before the showcase looked good. Was the showcase good? I do need to check it out, Dan. Yeah, we're just sending it over to Lano. Just why not? As we do. All right, guys. I appreciate it, Snoop Dogg.
I don't know if it's ever gonna.
Oh wait, be quiet. This is my stream. I'm coming to your stream. All right, anyway. All right, I love you guys. Y'all have a great day. I will be live again this evening with some Final Fantasy 14 online, continuing my newbie plays Final Fantasy in 2026 series. So we'll see how it goes. Again, love you. God bless. Y'all have a great day, great evening, a great time wherever you are. And I will see you later unless something major happens. Bye.